Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. It's a great day. We had last week Barbara speaking about and unearthing the inaugural broadcast of the Advancement Center with Robert Young on February 28th, 2015. So we're almost exactly at the 5-year mark. And he wrote some amazing words this week that were read by Barbara on her broadcast. And then Genya on her broadcast actually brought it into the physical. And for each of us, we had a different experience through those words and through each of those broadcasts. For me, it was a sense of boldly going where no man has gone before, beyond the world of your creator, beyond the outer reaches of the universe. And with Genya's broadcast on Wednesday, she flew for some to her origin and took everyone on that flight, which was for her beyond the world of her creator. So as we and as Robert and Barbara have embarked on the Advancement Center those 5 years ago and even before, Robert spoke weekly. And for the last year and a half, or somewhere around there, Barbara and Genya and I have spoke from this seat in front of this amazing rock on this beacon on a hill. And recently we have invited guests to come on, and we have had conversations with those guests, feeling the magic of shared visions for the advancement of humanity. And today we are moving forward again by allowing another to broadcast directly, not as a guest, but just as we sit in this chair and come to you weekly, they will, after this brief introduction from me, broadcast, not as a guest, but as them being in the foreground and expressing whatever is there for them to share. And it is my joy and desire for each person to experience that, because we came here to share our vision for humanity. And in sharing that, we place it in the field, and its impact is far greater than we might see physically. And in sharing that vision, you see yourself. And in seeing yourself, you are free. So it's always been my joy for each person to experience this. And I know it is a desire of the Advancement Center to have advancement centers all over the world where people are doing just this very thing. And that is coming because you will take up the mantle and broadcast from wherever you are. And so, as we make that available for everyone, knowing that the Advancement Center, its purpose is to allow you to make yourself aware of who you are, how you operate, the gifts that you have brought here from your origin. And those words are so important because they don't state any form of a method or process to allow you to make yourself, not to make you, but allow you to make yourself aware of who you are. And so this is just the next phase of movement that the Advancement Center is pushing forward. And it is always spearheaded by each one of you and my friend, Mr. Change. So this person who will be broadcasting today is my mother, Vedie Jones. And she is coming directly from the outer reaches of the universe. A visionary, a leader, one who is raised for men and done so in a way that we are self-sufficient. We were not burdened with many rules or structures that we would have to overcome. She indirectly helped me write I Am Change because she was change. She would move her and my stepdad, David, every 5 years. Changed her name 3 times, twice. And change became our friend. Nothing to resist. Not even aware at that moment that it was to help me grow. And as long as there is no resistance to the continual forward movement, you will blossom and you will grow. So I'm going to read this one piece, and then I'm going to move to the background and allow my mother, Vedie, to move to the foreground. It's called No Looking Back. Now that you're over the fence, there's no looking back. Run your race with the joy that cannot be described. Live your life with the freedom and knowing that you have gained from remembering who you are. The transmissions that you have received along the way from yourself and those masters that have appeared in your life have given you a leg up over the fence. And now it is their joy and yours to have the pleasure to watch you run ahead. They have removed their hands from the seat of your bike, and you are now pedaling unassisted. And the joy that is coming from you is the greatest power that has ever been known. When you look back for that being that was holding your seat, whose essence is full of love, you will suddenly realize that you are still pedaling and still riding upright. They will look at you and they will raise their arms and smile the smile that says, go and live your life. Go and run your race. Your gratitude will mingle with your joy as you begin to dance inside yourself, and the joy starts to bubble over into the infinite field of all humanity. Soon there will be wheelies and hands off the handlebars and feet off the pedals, and the sound, the music that comes from you will be expressed through screams and shouts of "We! Look, everyone, I'm riding!" And your life will never be the same. And now you will help others in the same way, but in your way. But the foundation of your ability to give another a leg up over the fence is the continuation of forward movement. You cannot go back to help someone. You can only assist by moving forward yourself into that great unknown where freedom and wisdom await your arrival to share their gifts with you and all humanity. You have been lifted over a fence that held a world of limitations and placed in an open field with infinite possibilities to feel, see, and experience. Therefore, ride your bike into this infinite field and run your race as you explore the world beyond worlds. That place you always knew existed but could never quite see. Now you will see it. And even though I am no longer holding the seat, know that I am always with you, for I will never forsake you, and you will never be alone. And with that, I introduce Vedie Jones.
Hello, everyone. I don't know that I can even speak. Thank you, David, for those wonderful, wonderful words you spoke directly to my heart. To share with everyone exactly who I am, including me. I thank you so much for those words. And know no, there's no turning back. I'll keep riding that bicycle. Thank you so much for inviting me to be here today. This is a major move in my life. I've always wanted to share. Excuse my tears, everyone, because I'm just going to let them do what they want to do. Uh, I knew I had things to say, things to share, but I didn't know how it was going to form. And it's formed in many ways. This is just a new one. I was going to write a book, and I probably still will, called The Color of the Rainbow. And you probably recognize that line, part of the sentence from This Wonderful World. I was in San Barbara about a month ago, and I saw a rainbow. And I thought about the color of the rainbow, all the colors. And I was reminded of something that I thought of years ago. And that was, that's not all the light there is. That's not all the color there is. And that led me to this place. I didn't understand what that meant. I just knew it was true. And now I've been given the opportunity to share that with all of you, share what I see. I wrote down the names of the colors. I don't know that I can see them through the tears. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. And then we have ultraviolet and infrared. And we've been told that's it. That's not it. As we awaken, we begin to see more colors. They were colors that were with us in our origin, and we've been looking for them. We've been looking for everything from our origin. And through this process where our life has been it's like people telling us, or the world telling us, or the way things are, telling us that we don't see what we see, we don't hear what we hear. Come on in out of the rain, join the rest of us. But somehow you keep getting glimpses of something. Some stronger than others, of a place that you know and you never can let go of, no matter what people tell you. And you search for this place. You search. People will hear someone speak and they'll light up an area, and we're like, oh, I have to follow that person because they're speaking what I know. Eventually that moves and you have to move to somebody else. But we're searching for what we know. And then we meet someone who knows who we are, who can give us that leg up, as David spoke, who doesn't say what you think is not right. They encourage you. And that's what's happened in my life. And I believe it's happened in all of your lives. Everyone's looking because we know, we just have to remember who we are. The colors of the rainbow and those colors that we can't see, or we can see with another part of our being, not our eyes necessarily, do exist. And I want to read something that I wrote. Color and sound are siblings, maybe even twins. When we listen to music, the sound produces color, our own color. We have our own music and our own color spectrum. There are no names for the new colors because we don't need them. They belong only to you. You can have as many as you like. It's called infinite colors. Be open to them and enjoy them and share their essence. I always looked for sound, better sound. I would hear music and I'm like, I want better sound. I'd turn the TV on, I want better sound. And I searched for better sound. And then one day, through a lot of things happening in my life, I ended up working for a company that installed home theaters. I found the way to get my sound. I was so happy and so excited about that. And I was able to incorporate that in my own home. So that I had the sound of a movie theater. I had speakers in my ceiling that played music in every room. I could just bring in all the things that were available. And I loved it. The sound was full. But at first, I only had a couple of speakers. I think I had two rears, two fronts and two rears. And my friend who worked with me said, you need a subwoofer. And I said, no, I don't need a subwoofer. I'm fine. He said, that's 30-some% of what's already in there. You just can't hear it. So I thought, okay, I'll do a subwoofer. Well, that did it. To have that subwoofer bring in all that sound that was already there. There was just no way to produce it without this piece of equipment to bring it in. And what I have seen from that is everything is available. As we move forward, as David said, over the fence and forward, we will see all of that without the equipment, because we are the light. We are the light. We are the ones who refract the light. We don't need equipment. This morning I was lying in bed and I had a thought that I just cannot remove, of a person or catch lightning with all its power and all its color and dispense it in every way throughout the universe. I've met such a person. I believe there are more around, and that we all can or will be able to catch lightning. I just want everyone to know that I'm expressing my love for humanity. And that this day was something that was going to happen. It's part of what I came to do. And I'm so happy, and the tears may not look like it, but I am, to be able to spend this time with all of you And thank you so much for all your support, because I feel it all. And with that, I have to read this because I forget. We here at the Advancement Center, even though I'm in my home, I'm a part of the Advancement Center, wish you perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future. Thank you.